Welcome, Belmartians and friends of Belmar. I am Spencer Hewlett, the current president of the Belmar Historical Society, and I'm in our museum on East Street in Belmar to give the second presentation to spotlight the history of Belmar. The period that I'm going to be talking about today is when the territory that we now know as Belmar was still part of Wall and was to become Ocean Beach. Approximately around 1870s, 1880s, and to put it into context of what was happening around the country, the Civil War was over and the Reconstruction period in the South was coming to an end. Buffalo Bill, Annie Oakley, and Wyatt Earp were making their names known and becoming legends in the wild frontier. And some people were still taking the advice of the slogan, "Go west, young man," to stake claims on land out in that area. But 25 tri-state businessmen that were vacationing in Ocean Grove had another vision. They saw the farmland on the southern banks of the Shark River as a place to start a new community and build there. So these 25 men banded together and formed what they called the Ocean Beach Association. This quickly expanded to 41 members as others saw the potential. They elected 15 directors to manage their affairs. And these 15 directors are now considered the founding fathers of Belmar. Now, what did these founding fathers look like? Well, fortunately, in our museum, we have been donated a photograph from John Saliga. He was a longtime resident and former chairman of the planning board. We have the photo right here, and one of the gentlemen actually looks like family to me. And that would be that individual right here. And it's a good chance that he is, because of the 15 directors, he is listed on another map, David H. Wilson. He's my great-great-grandfather. Also at this time, a map of Wall Township, there might have been like 20 houses in the area, or 20 structures, and two of the homes were owned by Hewletts, and that would be another great-great-grandfather of mine, William Henry Hewlett, with his wife Josephine Anderson Hewlett. So this family tree shows how the Wilson and Hewlett families came together. So my roots in this town go all the way back to the Ocean Beach era with two families. Okay, so there was a lot of land, real estate to be developed. And the first order of the business was to purchase the land. How they did this was the Ocean Beach Association became incorporated, and stock could be purchased in order to fund their operation. And so this is how you became a member, is to buy stock into the Ocean Beach Association. So they appointed a purchasing agent, Abraham Bittner, who was one of the directors, to buy the land from the local farmers. And for $100,172.50, the initial area that was Belmar was acquired. Now their plans started out with putting in avenues that ran east to west from the Atlantic Ocean to Shark River, and then streets that ran north to south. Lots were formed approximately 150 to 50 feet and put up for auction and sale. They then advertised to sell this property, and we have copies of these advertisements. And that is the start of our community, as people came in and purchased the lots to build their cottages. And following that, the public buildings started to be erected, and that's how a community gets started. While Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Bell Star and other gunslingers were roaming the West, we can think of that time as when the Jersey Shore was really being developed. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you'll join us again for our next presentation.